Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to the Programmer Survey 2016 Results Analysis. This is a screen recording thing. So a while back, as in like a couple of weeks ago, on December 22nd, I posted this on the Linus Tech Tips forum. It's basically a survey about programmers, and it took you to a Google form, which is now closed. Anyway, so this is up, and now I'm going to analyse them for you. So there were, how many questions were there? There were like quite a lot. There are 9 sections, quite a few questions. Survey's not perfect. If you want to submit like questions to be asked in next year's survey, which I'll actually open at the 1st of December 2017, either reply below, or it'd be better if you drop me an email. You just zachashton.me.uk/contact. And then the link's on screen to contact me. It's easier if you get to me that way, and then I can make a nice spreadsheet with them all, etc, etc. Anyway, what we've got here is the survey results in nice analysed pie chart, and bar graph and so on form. And over here we have a Microsoft a Google Doc sheet with for things like with the other, where it allows me to actually get a text input from them and we can look at what they think, etc, etc. So, without further ado, shall we begin? First question, do you like programming? 100% yes, quite unsurprising really. However, there are people who do certain jobs that don't like, or do certain things that don't really like it. So I put no in just as a why not. I should also put turnip in. Anyway, what's your main platform for programming? Everyone. Certain questions, by the way, were forced response, others were not, because of reasons. Anyway, 33 people, so 57% use Windows. Unsurprising there. It is like the most popular operating system. 17 people use Linux, so about 29% use Linux. Again, understandable, very good OS. I still use Linux quite a lot. I used to use it at school as my main OS, and then I got Mac, and things happened, and I now use the Mac. And Mac OS 7, I'm one of those 7. I use Mac OS 12.1%, and 1.7% of people use something else. So other, if we pull over here and look at this, it appears that this is the only other. All of the above including including various RTOS. Okay. Not unusual. I mean, unusual, but not unusual. So, what platform do you target? 77.6%, so 45 say desktop programs. 27%, so 28% target mobile stuff, which is cool. 29.3% target PC games, which is also cool. So we have we have some interesting ones. 2 people target games consoles. You deflected. No, I'm kidding. Embedded systems. Actually, a lot of people, more people than I thought. I would have thought this would have been higher there. The games consoles would be higher than the embedded systems, but no, it's the other way round. 31 do web front end, 34 do web back end. I do both of them, and that, and that. Yes, you could select more for, and others, 3 do other. So, the most popular looking at this was desktop programs, back end web development, front end web development, games on PC, and then mobile stuff. So, what's in the other? Whoa. RPi IoT. Okay, so I guess the Raspberry Pi thing. I should learn how to filter stuff. Oh yeah, server stuff. Yeah, that's true. I should have put that in. Yeah, this is not by no way a perfect survey. Server/backend. Okay, cool. Cool. Don't go away, Windows PC. I need to see that. Yes, that's cool. So quite a lot of people do a lot of things. It's surprising that we haven't moved over to web stuff fully yet, but because the world's moving very much towards web stuff. But still, I guess desktop programs are important. Now, how many people in there? I'm kidding. No, I presume no one's written a virus in there. So, professional hobby. Just over half of people say it's both, and yeah, that's cool. I'm in there. I do it at school. I actually do it for a couple of people as like a proper, like, not job thing and job thing. Kind of, it's weird, but yeah, I count that as professional. 9 people only do it professionally, and 19 people only do it for a hobby. Interesting. I know my friend who took this is in that category, so here there, Cobra. What keyboard layout do you use? Most people use QWERTY. I was expecting most people to use QWERTY because it's like it's obviously the most used keyboard layout. It's statistically going to be higher. Although 4 people use QWERTYs, which I think is it French or German? One of those two. Someone uses Azerty, and whoever you are, you're amazing. And someone uses Dvorak, so cool. We've got 2 people, two people who use keyboard layouts that, I've actually never seen or ever used. I've also never seen a QWERTY keyboard. I would like to see all 3 and try them. Mouse or touchpad? Most people like mouse. It was going to be obvious. Most people like to, develop on desktop, as you can see from the next question. I prefer my touchpad because obviously in OS 10 I've got all sorts of like shortcuts and so on, and like I can do that, and yeah, it's not working because I'm not on a desktop, but I can do all sorts of magic stuff with the touchpad, so I prefer my touchpad over my mouse. Primary work platform, laptop or desktop? Most people use the desktop. Unsurprising there again, this is Linus Tech Tips. Most people like desktops. I prefer my laptop because it's with me more. I actually use it in place of my desktop a lot of the time because OS 10 I found to be much more stable than Windows for what I'm doing. And also all my school stuff is on here, so I have to kind of have access to that, and I use Pages, and Word doesn't like Pages. Serious question. This wasn't important. This was just for redirecting people over this section, because some people may not want to answer these questions, so we had a few people who didn't. But otherwise, we can continue on. Age. The most popular age was 16 to 20, so 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20-year-olds. Yeah, them. I fall in this category. I've just turned 17. I'm old. Then there's the next one. Let me see how you read pie charts. Was 21 to 25, so quite young generally. So late teens, young adult to mid-20s is like the big range. So we got, what's that? That's about 2/3, I'd say, who are, young adults / late teen to mid-20s. Then 26 to 30. It drops off from there, including 35 to 31 to 35. Interestingly, no one over 35 appears to have responded to this. So I'm not entirely sure what that means, but it could just be that this industry is very old, very young person oriented, or there's no really, I don't know. But it'd be interesting to find out. Yeah, that's quite cool. I wasn't expecting it. I was actually expecting to see some older people in this, especially if they were teachers. Wouldn't be surprised to see them, but then teachers are also quite young, so yeah. And then we got to 11 to 15-year-olds. Hi. How's puberty for you? Your gender? Most people were male. Basically 96% were male, and 3.8 were female, which is cool. I mean, I guess, yeah. This is statistically a very male-dominated industry, actually, but it's cool to see girls coming along. Actually, if you want an excellent comic about someone who's like kind of ripping up gender stereotypes, Molly Bean's very good comic, totally recommend. And my Mac is now shouting at me because I'm recording. Oh, I wish I had a capture card that worked. God, this is loud. Sexual orientation. I asked this just as a random question. These all came from the Childline website. There's a link on this post. Where is it? There we go. I use these guys because it's like the best source I've really got, and they're generally actually quite good. So if we scroll down a bit, there are 12 types, and it's got like them all listed. Then I just use these 12 because Childline are like the best source that I can really access, and I can be, that I can very easily and quickly understand, and they're very, very, very good. We'll switch back over here now. So, most people are straight. Unsurprising, statistically straight people there's more in the world. Then we had more, gay and homosexual people, which is cool. Some bi-curious and bisexual. So, we've got quite a lot of straight people, but that's to be expected. It's how the world is generally, statistically more. However, it's cool to see more than just straight people, and it actually gives it some diversity compared to other industries and other groups and so on, which is really cool. So, good. Hope, over here we've just had, not just had, we had it quite a while back actually, the legalisation of gay marriage, which is a cool thing. So, 10 out of 10 for that UK government and so on. I'm very in support of gay people just in general, and lesbian and all the orientations, which is cool. And I think they're just as, they all deserve it's how they are, it's what they believe in, it's how they feel. We shouldn't question it. We should not question it, and blah blah blah. There's me being very, that's what I think about them. I think they're pretty cool people. Because I'm friends with some gay people, they're really nice people, they're no different to anyone else, they're humans. What the hell's the difference between them? We're all human, we all suck. Anyway, location. Some people didn't want to give the location, that's cool, but the largest group was United States with 24.1%. 19% of people were from Great Britain. Hi people, GB, we're cool, right? UK for the win, right? Then we had a lot from Canada, unsurprising, right? It's Canadian. Let's zoom, and then it's we had a Brazilian, a Belgian, 2 Australians. That's cool. 1 Antarctican. What? Oh my god, that's amazing. If you are actually for Antarctica, either comment on this video or comment on the Lions Tech Tips thread, please. Please, please, please. Wow. That's amazing. Are you like in a research base? What? That is amazing. So, some Germans. Held down McDonald Island. 1 person. 1 Italian. 3 Italians. Excuse me. Some Lithuanians. Mexican. I don't know. How would you say that? It's not Netherlandian. Someone from the Nordic countries is what I'm going to say, because that's what I've been taught to say. New Zealander. A couple of Polish people, a couple of Romanians, a Serbian, a Spaniard, a Swedish person, sorry, a Swiss person, and someone from Ukraine. Oh god, wrong key. That's cool. That's actually quite a pretty pie chart. There's more. I wasn't really I was expecting it to be USA, Great Britain, Canada, and then this tiny little amount of other people. But no, there's quite a lot of people there. That's pretty cool, actually. Preferred software. This section was bad. This section was awful. But it could be worse. So, and I'm going to take on some, suggestions. That's what they're called. Some suggestions as to questions to add. So we had a couple of people use brackets. I love brackets. I think it's amazing. 12 people use other. We'll have a look at that. A large amount of people use Visual Studio. Quite a few people use Eclipse, which is Java, I think, and a few other things. It's Java, PHP, and some other stuff that I'm not entirely sure about. Quite a few people. No, not quite a few. 2 people use NetBeans, which is the Java one, isn't it? Not entirely sure what IDEA is. I think that's how it's pronounced. IDEA. I don't know. I don't use it. Never really heard of it until this, but 9 people use that. That's cool. I actually never heard of that, so it's cool to see something that I've actually not heard of. I might, if it's a language that I use or am interested in, I might grab it and try it. One person used Xcode Rad Studio. Okay. Hi, this is just editing me. Just as a quick note, it turns out Xcode Rad Studio was actually meant to be two separate options, Xcode and Rad Studio. I just didn't hit enter between them, and it sort of added them as one single object. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. Yeah, shit. Okay. Well, thanks. Sorry. 3 people use Vim, and 7 people use Atom. I like Atom as well. I used to use it before brackets. Vim. Did I put Emacs in? Yeah, I did put Emacs in. There are no Emacs people. No one from the Church of Emacs is here. Starman's gonna be mad. Favourite Git client? Apparently there were more. Actually, we need to go to the other for this question. Sorry. So has someone used Notepad++? Okay, cool. Someone used Kimono Edit, someone used Jet... I've never actually heard of JetBrains. Did I put JetBrains in? No, I didn't. Okay, never heard of them. Someone used code colon blocks. Actually, no clue what that is. Okay, oh god, oh no. There we go. Someone uses... PyCharm, Uni and Atom. I should have made that, you could select more than one actually. That would have been a good idea. Qt Creator. I forgot about Qt, that's a thing. IntelliJ, yeah, okay, never heard of that. Visual Studio Code. I'm not entirely sure. Does this come under Visual Studio? Because it's technically a Visual Studio thing, but not Visual Studio thing, so I'm not actually entirely sure on if it comes under Visual Studio. We should have an argument about this in the comments. Someone uses Xcode Rad Studio, which I think I actually had in there. Yes, that can be ignored. Come here. Goodbye. Notepad. Someone uses Notepad. Whoever uses Notepad, wow. How is it without code highlighting? Qt Creator and Sublime, which I think I also included, didn't I? No, did I not include what an idiot. I deserve to be shot for that. Hey, favourite Git actually, first of all, select all, clear. Oh, whoops, that was a bad idea. Select all. Good, okay, good, right, good. Favourite Git client. This was quite interesting. A lot of people use terminal commands. Like that's like if everything goes wrong, I go to the terminal. I hate the terminal for Git. Oh, I hate it. But I can use it. I just hate it. God. Well, good on you for using that. GitHub Desktop was then very popular. After that, SourceTree was quite popular. I use SourceTree. Personally, I prefer GitKraken. However, SourceTree is the one that I use because it's got very good integration with Bitbucket in comparison to GitKraken, because it just lists all my repos, so I can click go. A lot of people don't use Git, which surprised me. We'll look at the other in a minute. A couple of people use SmartGit. 3 people use GitKraken. Hey, buddies. Someone uses Tower, not entirely sure, but it's a Git client apparently. Someone uses Git extension, which I presume is built into your actually, no, it's not. It's a thing. It's a standalone program. And someone uses not any of them, so we're gonna go find them. Oi. So don't use Git, small Git. I use the one pre-configured in Eclipse. Okay, that's cool. Okay, GitHub or Bitbucket. There should have been an other, but there wasn't because I was an idiot. GitHub. 42 people like GitHub. Understandable. 7 people like Bitbucket. I prefer Bitbucket. There's reasons behind that. Because, yeah, it's much easier, I find. The GitHub's quite good. It's well established. And then 9 people are like, say, where? Did I put No, I didn't. Just say were. Open or closed source? Just under half like open source software and like the open source concept. I do. I quite like it. However, I'm much more for the one in between that's open and not open, because sometimes there's stuff that I write that I want to protect because it's, you know, it took me a long time and is quite important to me, and there's stuff which I don't want to protect at all that anyone can just sod about with. So I go for the one in between, which is 17 other people. Whee! And 12 people like closed source software. Quite interesting. Is that closed source free, closed source not free? That should have been options. Mental note for next year. Best way to communicate. That's interesting, actually. That's quite interesting. Best way to communicate in a team. About a quarter like Slack. I like Slack. I quite enjoy using Slack. It's better than every other alternative I've used so far, apart from, I guess, Discord, but that's something else for me. Discord, 12 people like Discord. I get that. Discord's amazing. God, that must be annoying. 5 people like email, and I hate email because it's just email. It all piles up and it's just horrible. I prefer Slack because it's like an instant message thing. 4 people like TeamSpeak, which must be interesting because obviously but there's the text chat, but I guess it makes sense if you're like in different places, like for a meeting. 9 people prefer people to shut up. I do know my friend selected that. You're a dick. Yeah, you are a dick for selecting that for me. But I understand it. I do like to work alone as well. See computer studies class. And 13 people prefer something else. So let's see what they prefer. So we're going to go. We need a filter. Then we'll go. No Discord, no email, none of that. None that. Okay. So, someone says in person. I guess that. I get that. That makes sense. Meetings. Yeah, they're cool. That makes sense. But their effort to attend. All are good in different situations. Yeah, that's true. That is true. IRC. Wow, that's old. Memories of IRC. Yeah. Jira and Skype. Skype makes sense. Jira. Never heard of that. In-person communication again. Yeah, get that. Mumble. That's like TeamSpeak, isn't it? That's quite good. Send a Raven. I prefer owls personally. 5. Never heard of 5. Skype meetings. Never been in a team alone. I get that. This is just out of interest. Linus Tech Tips, most people. 2 people found out by not Linus Tech Tips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a first of all, fuck off. Unselect that. New filter. Click. Linus Tech Tips. So one person got it for a friend. I think I know exactly who that is. Yes, it is. Yes, it's my friend. That's my friend. And someone got it from Snapchat. That's cool. That's cool, actually. That's actually quite cool that you got it from Snapchat. Didn't know that. No one got it from my blog. I hate you all. Do you think that Brexit will have any impact on our industry? I was interested because like Brexit. It's weird because I'm very pro EU. I will argue to the hills and back over why we should be in the EU. But it's interesting because yes and no, because we can just do things virtually. So yeah, this is interesting. Most people said no, which is understandable. You're probably not in the UK, and actually the UK is pretty crap for tech stuff. 20 people said maybe, and that makes perfect sense because we're actually in quite an uncertain time. Like, God knows what's happening. Bloody Theresa May doesn't even want to brief the Queen over what was going on, and I don't think she has a plan. A lot of people say she doesn't have a plan. Her own cabinet don't say she's got a plan, as far as I can work out from a lot of them. So, yeah. I understand why you'd select maybe on that question. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, the fuck is Brexit? Brexit in a nutshell.
UK wants to exit the European Union. We had a referendum that 10% opinion poll just went out there, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, the UK was to the European Union. A lot of people said they wanted to. It was actually very close, like 49 to 51%. It was ridiculously close. Interesting, cities were very say, and the rural areas were very leave, and Scotland was like 100% say or else, which makes sense because Scotland gets lots of country, blah blah blah, boring politics stuff.
But this Brexit, yeah, it's weird. Let's and then 11 people said yes. I think so. I think it will. I don't know how big the impact will be, but I think it will happen. And any other comments? Hi. This was me. I was like, yeah, I should throw myself in there. Hi. Whoever said hi. This is, technically, I don't know. Well, everyone's still learning. Think of it like that. Everyone is always learning. Why Brexit? Because I was curious. Dicks out for Harambe. Yes, dicks out for Harambe. Some of the question we had, answer which is relative. For example, favorite ID question. True, yep. True. I get that. However, it's what you really like. Is what I was going for. Like, what one you really think is the best ID for doing, like, you find for using. Usually, yes, I should have asked how long and what level of education your salary. I cannot believe I forgot them. I was going to add them, but I was like, no, it will skew results. So, next year, they're going in. Definitely. I regret everything. Yes, you do regret everything. I know exactly who that is who wrote it, because they then were like, hey, I wrote that. Yeah, you do regret everything, mate. Potatoes. Potatoes! Give me your... No! Hi, XDP. Hi. This is the questions that you use. Git, but I don't have a favourite. Flow between different ones and different jobs. True. Yeah, true. Yep, okay. That's cool. I program mostly using the keyword. Still, what one do you think is better? Type of workplace with yes, that would have been. Oh, I'm so much an idiot. Oh well, these are going in next year. So, thank you everyone. That was very interesting. It's quite cool to find out what people thought, what was, really like, what wasn't like, what. Basically, it's interesting to see what we have for a community of programmers. This is obviously a small sample size. Next year, I'll put it up for longer. Hopefully, we'll get more results and responses. Blah blah blah. That'd be cool. I could leave this open, clear the results, and just kind of leave it up as like, whatever. I will be releasing the Excel spreadsheet because there's no, why not? I will remove the timestamp column because that's not really needed. Timestamp, right click, delete column. What is hiding everything? Spectral. Okay. What is filtering? None, no filter. Delete that common column. Oh, hide it instead. There we go. So I'll release this just as a there. So I will release this spreadsheet just as like an interesting talking point. Maybe it'll be interesting if someone else can do a detailed analysis on this. Wow, this Mac is getting hot now. Alright, thank you for watching. Thank you for participating to the 58 people or 57 really, who participated. It was cool that you did. Hope you enjoyed participating. I'm now going to go away and edit this video and publish it, hopefully by the end of today. It's about 1 o'clock now. Hopefully the edit will be quick, because Final Cut. Otherwise, thank you. Thank you for watching, thank you for participating. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.